Greetings, Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Video Scope for October 2020 by amalightworker. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember to check out the video for your rising sign and moon sign because you are going to get additional information. And if you'd like to book a personal session with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. I am posting my contact information in the show box, just in the show box description box right down here below. For the month of October, I am launching, as promised, a new service called Spiritual Nutrition. I am a nutritionist and I am combining my training as a nutritionist with my spiritual gifts, thus creating the service called Spiritual Nutrition. So because it's a new service, it is presented to you at a discounted price, or you can also purchase it as a bundle. Please notice the information up here that I'm posting or in the description box. Email me if you are interested to book a session with the new service, Spiritual Nutrition. Like, share, subscribe, but also remember, for those of you who would like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new reading for your sign and for each sign of the zodiac. It is a new reading, extended reading, and is available for download and purchase through the Vimeo videos, and the link for the Vimeo videos is posted down here below. You can also choose to join. Click on the join button right here next to the subscribe. When you join in the membership, you're going to have access to even more additional readings for each sign of the zodiac and a lot more services that are not going to be available anywhere else on the internet. Thank you for allowing me to say that here. So now, Cancer, the general feeling that I'm picking up for your sign has to deal with training, exercise. A shift will be felt, and this time around is going to also provide you with solutions and insight. Going within, re-evaluations of some sort. Your highest spiritual guide is showing up for you in this reading, and definitely you are going to be able to manifest, because everything that you are going to be doing, thinking of doing, preparing for to do in October is going to definitely have divine magic. That was the general feeling. Now I'm going to break this down one by one. The first card that you got, Cancer, is the Five of Wands. To me, the meaning of the card is it represents a shame fight, struggle with people who have less experience than you, but it also means exercising, practicing, training, preparing, winning a small fight will bring the opportunity for you to win big, or to win the big fight. So that was the meaning of the card. Now I will tune in to hear what the spiritual team has to tell you about this. You may have to deal with changes in your everyday life. Every day you may feel like something new comes up, but at the same time, I also feel that little by little, all of these daily changes and all of these daily activities or daily practices are going to help to shift and redirect your focus in a brand new perspective, in a brand new paradigm, in a brand new project, in a brand new point of view. For some of you, you may also be redirected in a whole new relationship. For many of you, you are going to get ready to kind of preparing to get some sort of an action. Maybe you completed a course of study, maybe you completed training, and now you are going to start to launch services or products or you have enough skill accumulated through your work. So now it feels like you are going to try to do something extra or something on the side. For some of you, you are going to be asked to be in charge of a group of new people, maybe at work, when you are going to be asked to train. For other Cancerians, you may be asked to step in situations so that you can facilitate the communication or whatever facilitation needs to happen in that circumstance. Pay attention to your breathing, because for some of you, you may have a tendency to overdo it. If you worry, you may have a tendency to over worry. If you are excited, you may have a tendency to be overexcited. If you are working, you may have a tendency to overly work. So in whatever you are doing, maybe you are on a diet, maybe you are training, exercising, okay, you may have a tendency to overdo it. So please do everything in moderation. It feels like one by one you are going to be able to resolve all sorts of issues that you may have with people. Okay, how you communicate with people, issues about people around you are very much highlighted, and one by one you're going to be able to address and resolve each situation with each person. And it could be a group of people, it could be situations that are not related to one another, but don't be surprised if one after one you're going to be able to resolve issues or problems that may be coming up. The next card that you have is the Hanged Man, which represents a limbo, being at limbo, a suspension state. It focuses on life, values, the way you think. And understand that this is just an illusion of being trapped when you feel like upside down, because if you can see here in the card, your hands are free. It's just the illusion of you feeling trapped. And for some of you, you may have to deal with Mercury going retrograde, because you are going to feel that for some reason you may have a tendency to go within. At this time, something will present itself for analysis. You may have to reassess again an opportunity. You may have to reassess again a relationship. You may have to reassess again something from your past. Pay attention to your emotions. Your emotions are going to be very vivid. Your dreams are going to be very vivid. So for some of you, you may also experience a lot of emotional ups and downs, but ultimately I have a sense that everything is actually going pretty okay. Try not to panic at first, particularly if you may have to deal with something new, could be a new change, could be a new situation. Some of you could be thinking during this time about putting together some sort of a program. You may be thinking about putting together lessons. You may be thinking about putting together information, courses, classes, whatever you need to put together to create some sort of a program. For other ones, you may have to deal with the last final stages in order for you to finalize a circumstance. You may have to finalize a relationship, a circumstance, a legal case, and during this time in October, you may be asked to get the last finishing touches, information, resources, whatever you need to put together. We are also going to have unusually two full moons at the very beginning of October and at the very last day of October. For some of you, I have a sense that you need to be very aware of not to overdo it with partying or partying too much. Some of you could have a sense that your social life is picking up, or some sort of a big function, a big event may show up for you to attend, some sort of an invitation being extended to you. Between now and December, some sort of a big wish will be fulfilled for you. The next card that you have is the Hermit, and it represents soul searching, seeking, finding, completing, perfecting, problem solving. It also represents one of your highest spiritual guides right here, showing up for you to light the way for you, to lead the way for you. But it could also be you showing up to lead the way for others. For some of you, you're going to feel that something is meant to be. You're going to feel it deep in your heart that this is something karmic. It could be that finally you are going to be able to make peace with your past. For some of you, it's going to be about having a chance and an opportunity to explore a new solution, to explore some sort of a new territory, to explore a new endeavor. But it could also be going back to your old spiritual practices. Maybe going back to an old religion, but this time around you're going to go back to something old with a fresh new perspective. Some of your values may be changing during this time because you as a soul have been evolving. Pay attention to your feet, because for some of you, they're telling me that one of these higher spiritual guides that is showing up for you in this reading will be very closely working with the chakra that you have in your feet to help you to keep you more grounded. It's all going to be about helping you to feel a connection to a community around you, to feel a connection to the planet, to Earth, to nature. You could be rediscovering again some of your old contacts. Maybe you have lost these contacts for a while. Now you're going to rediscover their information. You may be finding books that maybe you didn't know where you placed them. You could be finding some information, and it could be a legal paperwork, could be information through a book, information about a course. It could be other kinds of information. Okay? That maybe was lost and now is going to come back. You're going to know something, okay? And based on what this new information be revealed to you that you may be finding, or it could be revealed to you, you are going to have to rethink, and you may have to come up with a new strategy. If you are thinking about making extremely big, huge changes right now, you may want to hold off for a little bit longer. Okay, because maybe you don't know all of the facts just yet. I get a sense of numbers around this card. So you may have to deal with important financial calculations, financial dealings, business dealings. You may have to deal with other calculations that maybe they need to be precise because they're showing me numbers, and you having to measure something that needs to be very precise, or having to be very precise with the timing of everything. Where is it that you are scheduling and booking everything to happen? Or they're trying to tell you, pay attention to the timing of everything. This time around, it feels like between now and December, you're going to create, energy is going to build up, and you're going to create as a result a big breakthrough. And that breakthrough may be happening to you, because this is a general reading. It's going to happen in your life anytime between October, November, or December. And for some of you, during this time frame, you may have more than one major breakthrough into your own personal affairs and into your own life. Some of you may be thinking about getting a spiritual reading, a spiritual service, or even starting your very own spirituality-based business. You may be thinking about opening a channel here on YouTube. You may be thinking about building a website. It feels like you are finally going to be able to find your voice, and you are going to choose and decide what would be the best platform or the best way for you to share your voice, to share your message, to share your information. The next card that you have is Divine Magic, and this is from a different tarot deck. And it says, extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. For some of you, they're talking about the miracle of birth, You could be getting good news about a pregnancy or the birth of a child. For other ones, they're telling me that whatever you are choosing to put your time, your energy, and your effort, whether you invest in it financially or emotionally, they're telling me that it may be a little bit slow at first, but ultimately you are going to end up being rewarded from it, either being rewarded financially or emotionally or both. You are going to rise above. If you have been dealing with struggles right now, it feels like finally you are going to rise above it. They're talking about healing, and they're talking about, for some of you, it's going to be about recuperating after a physical illness, recuperation from certain symptoms. For other ones, it feels like emotionally you're going to feel like you went through hell and back, and now you are finally able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to feel rebuilt. You're going to feel at the center of attention. For some of you, you are going to have a sense of even being celebrated or more appreciated in some ways. During this time, your angels, your spirit guides are going to try to communicate with you. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to any messages or signals, signs, repetitive signs that for you are very meaningful, because they're telling me like everything that is happening is very karmic. For some of you, you are going to notice synchronicities in everything. This time around, it feels like the old energy, little by little, okay, is being pushed away or is being pushed aside. It ran its course, and now karma will bring to you helpful people, helpful situation, opportunity will come together for you. If you have been feeling a little bit like funky, you're going to get out of it. But I also get a sense that for some of you it speaks highly about a financial resolution. For some of you, it could be a new job. For other ones, it could be a business idea, a business venture that finally pays off. Dealing with buying or selling of real estate and property, business dealings. So something that has to deal with finances, whether it is applying for a loan, a mortgage, findings or applying for a scholarship. So I have a sense in here that something when it comes to your finances will now run much smoother, and even attracting an opportunity to boost your finances. Some of you during this time are going to come up with brilliant new ideas about a book. You may not actually start to write the book itself, but they're telling me you are definitely going to start to create in your mind the plot for the book, the characters. It could be that maybe you could be coming up with a screenplay. You may be writing a theater play. You may be writing like a short act for a comedian, but whatever you are creating, okay, you are encouraged to continue to pursue that idea to make it a reality, because the energies around you, spirit guides around you, planetary movements around you are going to help you so that you can see through with your ideas. I even have a sense that for some of you, you may be drawn to do something different with your hair. This is what they are showing me. So basically, you are finally going to see the results of some sort of a big transformation that maybe your body is going, your soul is going, spiritual growth, or maybe your life. This is going to be like the end of some sort of a big transition, and you are going to be able to see something remarkable happening in your life. I hope that this is making sense to you. You can always go to the Vimeo videos for those of you who would like to know more. And the link for that is down here below in the show more description box. Or you can join, click the join button right here next to the subscribe. That's going to take you to additional new videos for each sign of the zodiac for those of you who are interested. Or if you like a personal reading, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you, and I will reconnect with you in the next video. Bye for now.